Hey guys, so this is a Drugstore Diaries. I know I look a little disheveled, but I just could not. It is very rare that my hair doesn't cooperate, and today is one of those days. So here we go. So drugstore.com, probably no longer in business, right? Because Walgreens shut them down. Same with beauty.com. So I'm gonna have a haul videos for both of those things for when they kind of disappeared. So at some point it was like 35% off on drugstore.com. So I'm gonna share with you, I took it as an opportunity to buy up stuff that I would need, you know, necessities. L'Oreal Feria V48. This is my hair dye. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably a promotion of some sort on top of that. So also in the hair category, we have the two bottles of the Tresemme Heat Protectant. Again, I try a lot of different ones. This is just the one that's probably the cheapest and most effective. Obviously effectiveness is important because even though I probably don't heat style my hair every day, still need heat protectant. Amlactin. If you watch my empties videos, you know this is like my holy grail lotion. It is my lotion that I use every day. This is like surprising to me. Maybe I didn't realize this because I thought it was like common to everyone, but not everyone applies lotion after taking a shower. I always thought it was like a thing because my mom always taught, excuse me, all 4 of us to apply lotion after we took a shower. But I feel like I've just come across people who don't moisturize after a shower, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Speaking of hair dye, totally should dye the roots. That would be helpful. Okay, also regarding lotion, this is the Vaseline Intensive Care Advanced Repair. It has micro droplets of Vaseline jelly. Now, I always use this Amlactin. Every so often I'll veer off into some kind of like scented territory or something like this. But this, I mean, back in the day I used Curel. But I was visiting my brother in Columbus and he had this in his bathroom. He's like, yeah, I've been using it for a while. So, you know, while I was there, I took a shower and I used this and I really liked it. Like, really liked it. My skin felt super, super smooth. So big fan of this. The Studio 35 Beauty Premium Cotton Squares. I really like these. There's like 100 in here. They're pricier. I want to say they're like, are they like $4 or $5? To me, that's expensive for this kind of thing. However, they are kind of larger and they're kind of pillowy. So I love using these when I travel because you can use one side to remove your eye makeup and the other side to remove your face stuff, and you'll need to use one, which is great. I picked up a Jessie's Girl waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is one of the best liquid liners you can get at the drugstore level, I think. I have these, what accent was that? The Revlon Age Defying Targeted Dark Spot Concealer Treatment. I got this in the shade medium because I want to see if it'll work for my face. I had picked it up for the under eyes when it was first released, and I didn't super love it, but I felt like the texture was really great for the face. So I hope this is like similar to something like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, because I love that for the face, and then, or the Tarte Shape Tape kind of vibes, you know? So let's see. We're gonna try it out. 2 of the Rohto eye drops. I have one of my empties that I just popped in there this morning. I have a new one on my vanity and I have one in my purse. The Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream. This has like been a standby in my skincare routine for as long as it's been around. Sometimes I will layer something thicker over this in the winter, but generally I'm pretty happy with this, and I always like the way the eye situation looks when I use this. This is another item I talk about in my empties a lot because it feels so good. It's the Biore Warming Anti-Blackhead Cleanser. You put some on your hand, rub it all over your face. It feels very warm, really nice. It feels like it's doing something, even though we know that's dumb. When something burns or when something is making you feel out of your natural state, that is not a good thing, because it could just mean it's irritating your skin. So I don't know. I've never been someone to be like, and it burned, so it means it's working. No, it's hurting you, baby. It's hurting you. But now this has 2% salicylic acid. I'm not the biggest fan of salicylic acid. I prefer benzoyl peroxide to treat blemishes. However, when there is salicylic acid in a product, I typically will use it if it's in a product where I either use as a cleanser or a mask where it comes off of my face. Not something that I would keep on the entire day or overnight. I'm sorry guys, the sun. This next item, I don't know if I got off of Amazon or if I got off of this drugstore sale, but it's the Godefroy Instant Eyebrow Tint in Dark Brown. I currently use a different one that I think I got off of Amazon. I only have like a few capsules left, but maybe once a month I'll go through and I'll dye my brows, which every little bit helps, guys, every little bit. So we'll see how this one compares. Now the remaining stuff is just drugstore stuff that I didn't want to do a separate video for. If you watch the vlogs, you know that you've probably already seen some of these products, but this is the Ulta Pressed Setting Powder in the shade Banana. Very yellow toned. Now, this is the one I currently have. See? Hitting pan, use it every day. It is so good. And it's not as yellow as you think it is. It's just very brightening. I had originally picked it up to use as an under eye setting powder. So I'd use a damp beauty blender, pop it in there, and then set my eyes, under eyes, and it looked amazing. But I was like, this powder seems real luxe. So I started using it all over my face and the T-zone. And currently, I generally use it to kind of clean up the bronzer area, underneath the bronzer. It's so good. It is so good. I also have the Ulta brand mini sponges. Ooh, you get 3 in a pack. I think it's like $5. Obviously one is being used. I just don't think I'm a small sponge person. Like, I'm not a mini sponge person. Maybe I like it for a little bit of like specific highlighting, whether it be cream or powder, but I generally just find that I don't have a lot of use for these, although I think that I'm gonna start keeping them in my purse, like my makeup bag in my purse, because whenever I like need to touch up concealer or something, maybe this will be better to blend in than using my finger, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is Ulta. This is also from Ulta. It's these small sponges that they do. And this comes in two in a pack, and then I have one on my vanity. So I like using this to apply cream blush. Maybe highlight tiny bit, but mostly cream blush because I like the bottom. Once you kind of get some water into it, it gets a little bigger, and it's really beautiful for blending in cream blush. I'm gonna say this. As far as sponges go, when they are any other shape besides that like original Beauty Blender shape, they just don't last as long. I don't care who makes it, whether it's Beauty Blender or anyone else. And I guess there's a reason why even like Beauty Blender sponges, like the original, even the mini ones, they're that shape, because that shape is the most durable. I mean, I feel like obviously the most endurable shape, endurable? Did I just make up a word? Endurable. Most durable shape would be a complete, perfectly round circle, like a sphere. But anything that like kind of is pinched in the center, whether it be like a flat top or like a super pointed top. I've tried so many sponges, and whenever they're shaped like this or the non-original Beauty Blender shape, they just don't last as long, because you get them in water and you soak them and you squeeze them and you do all kinds of, and it just loses its shape very quickly. I think I got this off Amazon, the Biore Pore Strips. You get 14, I think it was around like $6 or $7, which is like a pretty good price. Lastly, if you watch my vlogs, you already saw this, but it's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I have like already 2 of these on my vanity because I use them a lot. If you like using a brush for concealer, really great brush. Not necessarily for pinpoint concealing, but for like general concealing. And then if you like setting your under eye with powder, this is also super good. I don't know what it is about this brush, but like you get like it in a powder and it just like looks beautiful. It like just buffs your area wherever you're trying to add powder. I generally like using these in my T-zone. I have used them all over my face, but they're amazing for setting the under eyes with powder. Now, I don't know why they were $4 at my CVS. They're $3 a pop. They should be. But there's a really great deal on the app if you have the CVS app. For some reason, I don't know, it was like a 10, basically there are 3 coupons. You stack them and you got $10 off of like a $15 makeup purchase. So these, what, 16 bucks, 10, I got 4 brushes for $6. Super amazing. So that's awesome. So those are my most recent drugstore purchases. I know I have been not really buying very much from the drugstore, guys, and it just doesn't do anything for me. Like, I feel like I often go, the thing with drugstore makeup is like, oh, it's like kind of inexpensive, so you can buy a whole bunch and try a bunch of stuff, but like how often do I like really love something? Not that often. Like, there's some mascaras I really love, some lipsticks, foundation. Both the L'Oreal Pro Matte, Pro Glow, love both of those. The Milani Perfected Concealer. But like, it's just kind of difficult for me to like want to go and like, even if I go and spend like 50 bucks and you can get maybe 5 products, let's say, but I'd rather spend 50 bucks and get 2 really great products from Sephora or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, this sun is crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys are loving, because I feel like makeup wise I'm like so uninspired, and I definitely feel like it's definitely still a good place for like hair stuff, skin stuff, body stuff, as exhibited by what I have purchased. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys really soon.